To the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, I'm Rich Walsh alongside Ron Cook. And if you need a roof, make sure you call Ireland Contracting. Not only do they do roofs, they do gutters, they do siding, they do windows, they do anything you need. Make sure you call 1-800-NEW-ROOF. That's Ireland Contracting, the best in the business. Give us a call right now. 412-575-2600 is the number. We're talking about your Battle and Buccos. And I wanted to ask you, Ron, what do you do with Gregory Polanco? I mean, do you continue with this platoon thing that they got going on?
I said him more than the other guys. Marte didn't play tonight. They played him, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They played him 4 games in a row. They gave him the day off today. Meadows was 0 for 2 tonight with a couple walks. You still got to stay in there with him, and I like Dickerson out there. Polanco 0 for 3 again tonight. He did drive in the winning run early in the game. I think second inning, sacrifice flying, and there was nothing the rest of the game for either offense, but he just doesn't look good at the plate to me.
Yeah, Meadows started in center field tonight, 0 for 2, a couple walks, like you said, and he's still batting .419, and I still continue to play him. And I saw a tweet earlier today that Joe Block tweeted out, some amazing stat. He has the best first 11 games to any player in Major League Baseball since 1900. His slugging percentage is like .854. That's pretty amazing what this guy has done.
Yeah, it is. His OPS going in tonight was, I think, was .1262 or something like that. He's been off to a great start. You like to think the league will catch up to him. They catch up with just about everybody, but I ride him out until he shows signs of, the league figuring him out. You can send him back down at that point if you have to. But right now I'm playing him. And they're going to play him in all 3 positions. I think he can do it. He made the, he can play left field. He can play right field, center field, obviously. I keep him in the lineup right now.
All right, before we get to the phone lines, going back to the trade, the Cole trade, you got to like now the Musgrove and especially Moran, what he's been able to do, and if you throw in Feliz in there, I mean, it looks pretty good for the Pirates.
It looks pretty good for the Astros,
yes,
too.
Yes, too. But
get a guy that could be the Cy Young favorite at this point. No, I mean, they told us all along that Musgrove was a key guy in this, and he was going to be good, and then he had this arm setback, shoulder setback in spring training. He comes back, looks like he's going to be ready to go, has another setback. He finally makes his start last week against the Cardinals, and 7 shutout innings today, 7 innings, 1 run. As I said, it's only 2 starts, but you can't be much better than he's been.
All right, let's go out to the phone lines. We got Mike out in Altoona. What's up, Mike?
Hello?
Mike in Altoona, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hi, guys. I just wanted to tell you that I was never a big Garrett Cole fan, mainly because of his attitude he expressed on the mound. If that had been him in the first inning tonight, I think you may have seen a whole different ending of the game. But this Musgrove, I like his ability and his mental part. He's a complete player. He bunted well. He does everything well. Secondly, I don't know why we have to keep watching Gregory Polanco. I turn the channel when he's up the bat. And second, that's about it. But I just want to see what you guys thought about Musgrove.
I thought the same thing. He did everything. He picked the guy off second base, first and second with the pitcher up to try to get a bunt down. And I think it was Addison Russell. He picks off second base with nobody out. What a big play! And then he gets the bunt down himself. Hendricks didn't get one down himself for the Cubs. And then obviously the hard slide after he had a single. But I was most impressed with his pitching. And as you said, bases loaded, 1 out in the first, to strike out Schwarber, strike out Russell. Pretty impressive. You
could say that a lot about a lot of pitchers in the first inning, maybe losing their mind and blowing that. I mean, this guy was composed. We've seen Garrett Cole, like he said, a bunch of times.
Not so much
frustrated.
This year.
Not so much this year, but last year. And yeah, and that's the one thing I was impressed of, the way he was able to get out of innings tonight. All right, back out to the phone lines. Let's go out to Joe in Penn Hills. How you doing, Joe?
Hi, Rich. Hi, Ron.
Hey.
I talked to you last night, Rich. We talked about, Rodriguez for Dickerson. And tonight I was real surprised, even though, like Ron says, that Marte played 4 games in a row. Well, these young guys can play more than 4 games, my gosh. And he was 3 for 5 last night and really hitting the ball well and had 3 RBIs. And this was a big series. And Polanco, 2 days off isn't going to help him out. He needs to really just go into the batting cage for a week, stay low-keyed, and forget it. I mean, he was swinging at pitches where he was missing by 3 inches. So I was really surprised Marte didn't play tonight at all, not even pinch hitting from Polanco in the 8th and going for defensive purposes. So I hope that Hurdle knows what he's doing by putting guys like Rodriguez, 176, in for Dickerson. He's got to quit that. Them three guys got to play most of the games right now. Meadows, like Ron says, Marte always, and Dickerson, he can hit left-handers too. So I just wanted to throw that out to both you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think that should be your outfield from left to right, Dickerson, Marte, and Meadows. Those guys should be playing primarily every single day, maybe given one day off a week.
Yeah, and I mean, I have no problem playing Rodriguez once in a while. If you're going to have these guys on the bench and expect them to deliver for you, you got to find a way to get at bats. Jim Leland taught me that. You can't expect someone to be successful if you never play them. If you don't play him for 2 weeks and then send him up to pinch hit, it's kind of unfair to expect him to get a big hit for you. I get it. They can't play every day. Marte is just coming back from that injury. I would fully expect him to be back in the lineup tomorrow. And I would guess that Polanco will be out tomorrow again. But they got to keep getting him back in there, too. They can't just give up on him, and I'm not advocating that. But right now I'm with the caller. I give most of the starts to Dickerson, Marte, and Meadows.
Yeah, you know, and I know we get a lot of callers here the last couple of days about trading Polanco. I'm not giving up on this guy. I mean, he can really hit the ball.
You know, what are you going to get?
You're not going to get anything.
They owe him
right
a lot
now.
of money in the next 4 years, and he hasn't played well. He's bad defensively. You know, we always say, "Oh, trade him." You know, like you expect somebody to, okay, he's real bad there, but we'll be glad to take him. It doesn't work that way.
We'll give you an ace for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
It just doesn't work that way. You can't give up on him yet. We've seen some good things, just unfortunately not nearly enough good things.
Yeah, you're going to see him in this St. Louis series, I would imagine.
I would hope
Maybe
so.
not tomorrow, but you're eventually going to see him.
Right.
And, you know, I don't know if you're going to give Marte a day off. Maybe Meadows gets a day off. They'll figure something out. But you got 4 pretty good outfield bats right now. And
he's going to try to mix and match them.
Yeah, you just don't have Polanco is definitely a defensive liability for sure out in right field. Let's go out to Tom out in the North Hills. How you doing, Tom?
Hey, how are you?
Good,
Rich,
thanks for calling.
Ron, long-time listener, first-time caller. Love the show. I just don't think the Pirates are going to go anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you. My new team, the Indians of the North Hills, they won the WPIL championship 3-2. That's who I'm rooting for.
Congratulations to the North Hills Indians.
All the local teams that
Yeah.
won, yep.
Yeah, and Mars they played a great game out there. They 11 innings overtime. It was great.
All right, I appreciate the call. Tom, thanks for calling in here. You know, I'm not giving up on the Pirates, Ron. I don't know where they fit into a playoff scenario right now. They're a few games back of the second wild card. They've been really streaky. They got to go on another run again. I mean, you can't lose 9 out of 11 and be in contention.
I mean,
for a postseason.
they were in first place on May 17th, and now they're 6 games out behind Milwaukee because Milwaukee's just been playing lights-out baseball. But I don't think they're a playoff team. I predicted 74 wins going into the season. They surprised me by what they did in the first quarter of the season. Hopefully it'll continue into the summer. Musgrove looks really good. Hopefully he can be the answer. You got to get Nova going. You got to get Tyone going. Those 2 guys, especially Tyone, have been very disappointing to me.
Yeah, I want to see more from this bullpen, too. All right, we got to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls. Some of your tweets coming up next. 412-575-2600 on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. See you in a couple minutes.